I'm relaxing, can you tell? As a friend and subscriber to the channel said, my options for relaxing are pretty limited. No shit. Sounds negative, but it's not really. This mobile here, he loves. It's from the Education of Montessori, which I highly recommend. I got on Etsy. There are many other mobiles like it. It was not even very expensive, made with non-toxic materials, blah, blah. It's a little skewed right now, but he adores it. He is frustrated that he can't put things in his mouth, but pros and cons. I love that little baby. I love him. I love him crying. I love him crying, screaming, laughing. He started laughing a lot. Well, not started. You have to like make him laugh. Like it takes work. It doesn't just happen. I mean, he'll just stare off into the distance and laugh on his own, and I'm like, it's great. I do all this work and I get giggles, and somehow you're making yourself. It's wonderful. He's self-sufficient. I'm very happy. But he started laughing, and I realized it's like, it's like I guess every little baby's different, but this one, what I do to make him laugh is I take his arms, like I used a lot of like that seems to be like the coming and going into his face seems to stimulate laughter. God only knows why. So fascinatingly, there's something called mother's thumb, which is the pain and injury that happens to almost 90% of, or I think 90% of women who have had babies, which happens from carrying the load of the baby. Totally makes sense. It's like basically a pain that radiates from my thumb to my wrist. And for me, actually, even my elbow, but let's forget that. And it hurts like crazy. Like at night, I almost want to ice it because it hurts so much. And I'd never heard of that, and I did not know. And there's no end in sight, because he's just getting heavier. And I'm still having to carry him for a lot longer, so I guess I have to distribute weight on the other side, build muscles. Mother's thumb. I mean, it's a thing. Because I was looking it up, and I was shocked to discover it. In addition to that, in terms of body updates, which are two other surprising things, is one, my boobs are back to normal. So I'm still breastfeeding and he's growing and satisfied, I hope. But my boobs are totally the same as they were before. So what's up with that? I'm not sure. But there's somehow full of milk but not big anymore. It was a short-lived, wonderful moment for me. And then the other strange thing is I tried to do yoga and I got completely injured because there's this, I think, hormone called relaxin or prolactin, or I forget what, that stays in your body as you're breastfeeding, and it makes you bendy. And that bendiness can lead to injury, and I think I read about it, but I didn't realize. And after one 10-minute yoga session, I was limping for the rest of the day. So it's actually quite important to be mindful of how you exercise. It's not just something they say. My scar still feels completely numb. I still have quite a bit of saggy skin around my stomach and my sides, but it seems to be decreasing on its own, so that's interesting. And I love that little baby. I miss him. When he's napping, I miss him. Crazy town.